Welcome back, Commanders, Scrap Collectors. Today, you're witnessing history. The most chaotic 5v5 you will ever see in Beyond All Reason. Top-ranked players, blue, red, are about to be going head-to-head across these grassy hills, watery depths, and terrain wetter than your pants after this cast. Buckle up, boys. Smash that like button and subscribe. And get ready, because this isn't just a game anymore. It's absolute chaos, strategy, trash talk, pure destruction, all rolled into one cinnamon bun. Both teams are fighting for map control, critical resources, and ultimately just bragging rights. Who will dominate? Who will crumble? Who's about to feed their opponent so hard they're gonna pop like a water balloon on the battlefield? Grab your spatula, boys. Grab your fork. It's time to cook. And let's kick things off by introducing the top chef in town of the blue team, Domino's. He runs a pizza joint. Some call him the mafia boss. On blue team, don't get on his bad side, and always order pepperonis on your pizza, or he'll be knocking on your door. But as that's going on, the rovers, or the ticks, are out trying to infest the battlefields. Like I'm infesting, just like I infest my brain with TikTok Ron. I'm getting dumber by the day, but these ticks, they're not dumb, because they're looking for early game damage, and if they get it, that could be huge for a early red game advantage. But blue sent in the cleaning crew and cleaned that up like a bunch of janitors, and now they're heading to the front line, as the middle of the map is key to success on this beautiful grassy terrain. Before we get into that, we have a couple of sneaky beaky grunts on the left hand flank here. They're looking to sneak behind Pink's army and do a little bit of backstabbing, like we're in the streets of London. But the blitzes see them, they smell their stank, and they're gunning them down. The grunts, terrified and afraid, just like me talking to girls, flees away. But the blitz are relentless and run them down, setting them to the afterlife without a second thought. As the game slows down, the map crawls to a halt. Each team is getting to the respective choke points, trying to make sure no one else leaks any more oil, or the US may arrive. Watch Me Do This is heading to the center of the map. This is important, as whoever controls this controls the game, controls the entire pace of what's going to be heading to the other side of the map, as these metal extractors are worth more than the other ones scattered around the map. 1.8 in your base, absolute poverty, compared to this 5.3 juggernaut in the middle of the map. And you have to times that by 2, because it's also denying the enemy 5.3 metal per second. Now that's what I call stonks going up. Unlike my bank account, that's drier than the desert. Watch Me Do This sees a turret on his turf and immediately sends it to the afterlife. Tell my grandpa I said hello. Watch Me Do This has a domination control over the middle of the map. As we zoom out, we can head over to the left hand flank, as this seems to be a bit of a run by, as the blitz is charging valiantly into the back line. But Halik, so generous, he even sends one of his own units to Valhalla. That's generosity at its finest. Let's head back over to the middle of the map, as this is where the chaos is just beginning. The Whistlers looking to poke and prod against the few balled up maces. But Watch Me Do This holding his middle point strong and steady. But out of nowhere, a legion of pawns have broken through the fortification. 9 remain. Make that 8. They're dropping faster than the stock market crash in the 1900s. Their target, 3 lonely metal extractors, and they're about to woo them to death. 2 have fallen. He even splits off 1 pawn to clean up the final metal extractor. That's what I call playing with 2 hands. Something my teammates never do. There is a radar here, but all that is doing is spotting bad decisions, as it just continuously watches these 4 brave pawns charge dangerously into enemy territory, looking for more economic damage, as if it lands, this could change the entire game. There's 3 yellow metal extractors ripe for the pickings. He's going to split off his pawns into 2 groups, looking to get as much damage as humanly possible. That is why he's OS rank 36 and I'm OS 10, because I only know how to play with one hand, as my right hand is always too busy. The 2 remaining pawns charging down the right hand flank here, getting another metal factor for free. It's just an all-you-can-eat buffet, and these pawns, they're pigging out, as they even find a lone construction bot. Done, dusted, just like that metal extractor. The economic damage huge, as this could turn the tide of war. Because now watch me do this. He may have a massive push in the middle of the map, but there is no one here to help him. But he gets a huge D-gun. Watch me do this. Really is carrying his whole team on his back. His back could even break from the weight of his teammates. Dodging and weaving. He's got the moves like Jagger, preventing the whistlers from connecting. Sending in a few ticks, looking just to stall. But watch me do this. Looks like he might be giving up his commander's life here, as it's getting dangerously low, down to roughly 22%. Now that's what I like to call playing with fire. Watch me do this. Being pushed back for now. But let's take a moment to zoom out and head over to the right hand flank, as this, we've given it no love, just like my mother when I was growing up. XMF has a quite sizable force here, and he's looking to push deep into enemy territory. But what is this? The commander is looking for a couple of juicy D-guns. It connects, and 3 thugs have been sent to Narnia. Say hello from me. Meanwhile, they're holding steady, waiting for the radar to come online. This radar is either about the spot bad decisions or the greatest comeback in history, as now XMF can confidently push forward, as Q-Tick has no way to sneakily walk up and hit those clutch D-guns from earlier. His health bar dropping faster than my sanity. Dodging, weaving. He's got the moves, baby. He's just dancing on them. Look at him go. Continuing up the pressure. 1% HP. Boom. Goes to dynamite. And the fireworks are shining brighter than my future. Meanwhile, the thugs pushing in strong. They had a taste of blood, and now they want more. Green's army being decimated into nothing but environmental storytelling. There is nothing left to stop the onslaught of XMF's push. The shurikens are being sent out, trying to freeze the army in place before they reach Green's economy, as if they connect here. If this winds go up in flames, this could be the end of blue team. The maces have reached. The tower is naked and afraid. Going for the converters. Boom goes the dynamite. The build power is dropping faster than their hopes of coming back in this game. The tower is gone. Nothing left. But there are 2 beautiful gunslingers from Domino's Pizza. Extra spicy. And they're looking to clean up these maces. Let me know down the chat, by the way. Are shurikens just broken? Look at this. That whole push was stopped by shurikens. Crazy. But as we zoom out, the wreckage is clear. But the bigger thing is, Red left behind 4,000 metal. That's what I can call an all-you-can-eat goblin buffet. And let me tell you, this feast is about to be magnificent. As the battle dies down, let's head over to the middle of the map. As Chaos is looking to finally break through Red's defenses. Watch me do this though. Holding stronger than a bull. The Overwatch tower here, locking down the entire area like a warden, watching over the prison. The pawns pushing up, perhaps too far here, as they're just entering the meat grinder, or should I say the metal grinder, and they have just been scrapped down for more parts for blue team. Red is throwing left, right, and center. They should be in the Olympics for throwing so hard. But it looks like the map has died down. Both teams are trying to eco, but there is a sneaky platoon of incisors. How did they get here? They're about to get one metal extractor. They just came out of the shadow realm. How did they even get into that location? I would love to see the replay on that. But anyways, let's calm down for a minute. Let's re-anchor to the center. As Jabber Whack on the right hand flank here has made a forward base location. But in reality, it looks like he made his own coffin in style. As Blue's gunslingers mixed in with the turrets are looking to shut down this push harder than my job applications. He's going for the self-destruction, but it won't matter. Just a generous charity donation over to the Domino's. Or perhaps he was tipping him from how good his pizza was earlier. You guys believe there should be pineapple on pizza? Let me know down in the comments below. But Chaos holding the middle strong once again, and we're back here as this is the central pivot point of the match. As if Chaos can break through, as if he can finally get rid of this Overwatch. The game could be completely broken open, like that tuna can that you eat for breakfast this morning. A Pitbull has just rolled onto the front line. This is massive. Not only does it outrange the Overwatch, but it's tier 2. Meaning if it comes online, the only thing that can stop this is tier 2 artillery, which Blue does not have. That is huge. This bot could completely halt the middle push. Watch him desperately try to get that tier 2 defense online. Next up, we need the quad metal extractor up now. That's going to be $20 a second. Stonks going up, baby. Meanwhile, Blue's push has been slowed down. Let's take a look at the backline economy. Blue is attempting a greedy advanced fusion reactor. If he gets this online, it's going to be producing more power than all of Blue's energy combined, powering the entire team. His hopes, his dreams, and nightmares bundled into one. On the other side, let's have a look. Red seems to have nothing coming online. If they don't respond now, that reactor will scale like a mountain and Blue will be unstoppable. Sheldon's holding the line steady like a turtle shell. Impenetrable. All that is left to do is defend Red's push. Red pushing forward, looking to get some serious damage, but that army is tinier than my friend group. Blue just got gifted a beautiful dish. They got tossed aside like an unwanted pizza. Tragic. The map has slowed down once again. Both teams are trying to eco, trying to scale into that mid game for the real powerhouses. Meanwhile, enter Pink with 17 students have hit the battlefield and they're climbing the hill like Mount Everest, locked and loaded and ready to turn the tide. This is what they live for. This is what they fight for. As they charge to the top of the summit, they see a tier 2 lab alone. This is perfect for a detonation, a perfect for Red team to get some serious damage done. The lab goes up in flames. Blue's lead crumbling away, just like the Cheeto dust that you are eating right now while watching this video. But what's this? Pink has abandoned his stoots on top of the mountain. Perhaps they are scared of heights, as they are not able to make it back down. This means this push was no longer devastating, as they left behind 5,000 metal. That could buy me a used car. And Blue's about to suck that thing up faster than when a 500-pound man gets his hands on a bottle of Coca-Cola. As the push grinds to a stop, Red is going for a tier 2 lab, really looking to put the pedal to the metal. What does this lab mean? It means aggression is on the way, and Red is basically saying we are gonna all in and we're gonna push until one of us drops harder than me when I was a child. That's why I'm so special. A few artillery are sitting here firing away, but the ticks are drawing a good amount of fire. But sadly, they're just being wasted away. The Sheldons firing from afar, destroying the base defenses. The tier 2 lab is about to crumble into dust. There's nothing here to defend it. It's gone, dusted. Red team's lead vaporized into the atmosphere, as now the base defenses are short to follow, as blue economic greed is starting to come online. But what is this on the right flank? We have a couple of valiant pawns looking to dive head first into a prude, an advanced geothermal power plant. This will cut down blue's energy by a significant margin, but thankfully the fusion reactor they built earlier should help power them through these troubled times. The pawns get that. That's a huge win, but the gunslinger is here looking to clean that up. Blue team really does have a lot of janitors on the job. But as that push is halted, time to head back to the middle of the map as the sumos have entered the fray. Walking meatballs with a giant laser on top. These things are to be feared, as the bulls look like to be the unit of choice for Basco, the Pink Armada commander. They are shredding these sumos down, burning the fat faster than when you go for a run, as that sumo is now a walking corpse, nothing remaining but depression. On the left hand flank here, both teams are just ecoing. Let's have a look at the C players. One fusion is online for purple. For the opposite flank, yellow has nothing over here. His economy slow. The geo power plant hasn't even been upgraded. But what is this? Orange got a couple of fat boys. They're coming out, and they're coming out strong. They've had their big max today, and they're looking for seconds, and you never want to mess with a fat man and food, because let me tell you, you'll be on the menu. These things have destroyed all the defenses. The fat boys, they've walked too far. They need to take their quick potato nap before they can walk into Green's base. Only 2 defenses remain standing in their way. This is not enough to stop the onslaught of Orange's army, as they'll even be donating a gunslinger over to these fat boys. And let me tell you, they're gonna be eating good. The turret evaporated. The shurikens are now called in, trying to stun the fat boys in place. It's charging up 40-70%. XMF needs to drop some anti-air, and he needs to drop it now, as there is a transport coming in looking to kidnap something. No, it's just parking, taking a quick nap. The shurikens stunning the army in place. Let's head. Oh, the transport's moving again. It woke up from its power nap. This is what I'm about to call a heist. It locks in, about to suck off the fat boy, and now it's a robbery, folks. He's eating the fat boy and he's running. He's about to send this man into the abyss, where 5 big hairy men are going to be waiting for him, as this fat boy is all but a walking corpse. Let's head over to the middle of the map, as the action seems to be heating back up. Vanguards have now entered the fray. These things are walking tier 3 artillery, aka your worst nightmare. They can shell from miles away. Look at that range. Almost entering red team's economy. That's what I call an invasion of privacy. They killed the geothermal. It's already dead, but they gotta double check to make sure it doesn't come back as a ghost. Next up, the metal extractors will be falling short behind. At this point, blue's economy is skyrocketing, higher than the Tesla stocks. Vanguards are in place, shelling away. The pawns are here, but they're not here to do damage. They're here to scout for information, so the vanguards can continue pelting away from afar. They can shoot over this ridge with absolute ease because of their vertical cannon. And all that's over on the other side is 6 walking corpses, or you can call them the bulls, as they stand no chance against these bad boys. Red is still spamming in ticks one by one. Maybe he's bored, or maybe he just likes watching his own units die. I would not want to be a part of his team. It's time to call HR on Watch Me Do This, because he is no longer a good daddy. But it seems like the only flank that is left that can carry Red into the Hall of Fame will be the right flank. The Manticore gunning down the AA. But what is this? The Lich, the atomic bomber, has entered the fray. This is what I call a Hail Mary. This thing is 2,200 metal, more expensive than your entire life. But if it lands that nuclear bomb, Blue's base could go up in flame. Boom! The geothermal reactor goes up, but that's a huge blunder, as he easily could have bombed the advanced fusion reactor, sending Blue sky high and turning this game around. Yellow had the driver's seat, Yellow had the opportunity, and he threw it away faster than my chances of getting a girlfriend. But meanwhile, in the middle of the map, it's still a hot point of contention, as the Hounds are looking to shell from afar. But the Sheldons are holding strong, shelling away, sending the Hounds back into the pound as they skate past, looking to get a bit of damage. Trying to get these tier 2 metal extractors, which only have 1 sentry defending them, which is about to get melted like a hot knife through bent butter. There is a Razorback here, however, looking to prevent any more pushback. But there's nothing to stop these Hounds. They spot an AA gun. If they take that out, another Lich Bomber could be on the menu. Yellow seems to be building up his air army. He knows he has to get a bombing run in to save the game. The question is, can he do it? The left flank still holding strong. Purple, complete sea dominance. The middle, completely fortified, harder than Fort Knox for blue team. But the right flank, it's still a beacon of hope. It's the last light in the fleeting tunnel darkness. As red holds up strong, the spiders crawling over the hill, firing into the defensive line. XMF has his whole tier 2 army on the bottom right hand side. Yellow, the fighters overhead. The cinematic battle, one for the ages. As this is where the game is decided. This is where hopes and dreams are made. As the spiders, realizing there's a daddy Razorback, the evolved version of that Pokemon, sends them back packing on a one-way plane ticket to Ghost Town, as they are no longer among the living. But the right flank is pushing in strong. Blue has nothing on top of this hill to defend this push. This could be the window of opportunity, the small crack of hope they need. They're desperately trying to get up a pit bull to stop this. Boom! The fireworks go up. The entire economy of Blue just went up in flames. But the army is castrated. And nothing remains. Just the fusion reactor is all we have left. If there's a Lich, if there's just one more Lich, it could completely turn the tide of battle. As this is where all of Blue's economy is sitting. And right now there's no build power. And no build power means no defenses, no units. So Yellow needs to strike, and he needs to strike now. Is he building the Lich? No, he needs to go all in. He can't afford to play it safe, as green and purple are marching on the front line, knocking at their front door, saying, "Hello, here's Johnny." And Johnny's looking hungrier than ever. The beamers are up and ready, stopping the push slowly, but over time the cracks will begin to show as the artillery is there. But the Hounds have desperately come down from their safety net of on top of Mount Everest, shelling away, destroying the ball of pawns. There is a huge amount of anti-air here, but there is no air. The hounds are cleaned up, back on their leash. To the pound they go. This is a tragedy. Red had so many opportunities to come back in this game. Blue had so many ways to close out the game, and it looks like they are going to shut this one tighter than my Boosie, as the vanguards sit high and proud on top of the hill, reaching Red's economy, and it's about to be all she wrote, as the pawn push in the middle is their last chance at hope, but they're just being sent in to die. Witness them, brothers, as they fight a glorious but meaningless death. And the resign vote comes out on Red as they're knocking on death's door. What an absolute chaotic but masterclass game. Both teams had ample opportunity to win. Both teams threw countless times. And that's what turned this game into a 28-minute banger, as we're just waiting for Red to put the seal of approval on that resign vote, as we know the game is all but over. Red, a walking corpse, a living graveyard. The resign vote's passed. Blue secures the victory. What an absolute game. If you enjoyed this cast, make sure to like and subscribe.